What's up, Money Fam? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Scarlett from Miss Money. Hello. If you're new, I want to talk to you guys about AMC stock. What a day we had in AMC stock. It was crazy, full of some exciting, game-changing news. So grab some popcorn and a drink, and let's dive into what we have to say about AMC today. You won't want to miss it and get in on this golden opportunity. First off, one piece of exciting news. Theaters in LA had some very exciting updates this week. After nearly a year of closure, AMC theaters will reopen 25 locations in LA this week. But it's not all quite the same yet. AMC Theaters, one of the largest cinema chains in the state, will reopen flagship locations in LA. The AMC Burbank 16 and AMC Century City on Monday afternoon. The company will reopen the rest of its 23 movie theaters in LA County beginning March 19th. You guys, this is huge news for AMC. Under the red tier, indoor movie theaters can open at 25% of the facility's capacity, or 100 people, whichever is fewer. The reopening of movie theaters in LA County and throughout California is a momentous occasion for AMC theaters, for our guests, for our associates, for our studio partners, and for the entire theatrical exhibition industry, said Adam Aron, the CEO and president of AMC. So now, onto the stock. You guys, on Monday, the stock finished up just above $14 per share. This is amazing, amazing stuff. I want to talk to you guys about first technical analysis, then why this happened and what's going on with AMC and what I think is the cause of this. So we're going to get straight into it. But before that, join our money fam. All you got to do is push the subscribe button below and turn on that notification bell. So let's get into it. So you can see it created this area of resistance above $10 last week. So once we were able to break this resistance, it was just going up, So the stock just went up significantly after $10 earlier this week. Many times we can see stocks that are living in the RSI for over 80 for a week or two, but then eventually it falls back down. So we're going to have to see how AMC is going to behave because it hasn't been behaving like a normal stock lately. And it's just, quite honestly, pretty nuts. The market was going down, AMC was going up, and also it was beating the same drum more or less to GameStop. Now, let's take a look at why AMC has been going up today. Basically, two reasons why the stock market has been higher recently. So the first thing is AMC has opened up almost 90% of their theaters. Yes, with some of those COVID regulations, but still. Second thing is Joe Biden came out and said that July 4th is a key date to return to normal. For AMC, that is probably some good news. We know that AMC and other theaters have big films that are coming out later this year, those big summer blockbusters that we all can't wait to go to. Additionally, with people starting to get stimulus checks, I wouldn't be surprised if many of them are reinvesting that money into stocks like AMC, or using it for entertainment, such as going to a movie if they can. Also, something to note is Dalian Wanda Group, a Chinese firm, held 37%, a majority stake in AMC as of October 2020. Dalian wants to cut the stake to just 9.8%, so they're still in the biggest holders in the company. So in October, the price was around $1 to $2, so this comes as AMC struggled in 2020. If you're thinking about investing in AMC, you have to think to yourself, the stock could be very volatile, you guys. You know this. It could be jumping up and down, up and down. So we have to take that as a big risk. Even though it's gone up really nice the past few weeks from $5 all the way up to almost $15. So almost a 3x already, 200%, and it's going to be very interesting to see how we continue forward. But again, it doesn't really matter. We can dissect it, we can start looking at it, but if you're really holding the shares right, you have to make a decision. I do want to see what happens this summer and as vaccines start to roll out quickly. I see the actual fundamentals behind AMC between their subscription service and their visibility in the theatrical release market. And as studios are eager to get their movies out there, there's no doubt in my mind that people will rush to the theaters when they're able to. Movie theater chains and independent cinemas have been devastated by the pandemic-related closures, but there have been some recent bright spots as the COVID-19 vaccine has become more widely distributed in the US. Ticket sales may reach $4.5 billion to $6 billion in 2021, which is roughly triple the volume of last year, but far below the level of 2019's blockbuster $11.4 billion year. The US box office has shown slow improvements led by new films like Disney's Raya the Last Dragon, which has grossed $15.8 million since opening on March 5th, and Warner Brothers' Tom and Jerry, which has reeled in $28.2 million since it debuted on February 26th. So movies are making money already, even though people aren't fully ready to go all in with the movies, you know? Many theaters in various cities aren't open at full capacity, and not everyone is vaccinated yet or feels comfortable, so there is room to grow. Adjusting for inflation, a $6 billion year would be less than the movie biz generated in 1982, when Steven Spielberg's two big flicks, E.T. and Raiders of the Lost Ark, ruled the box office. I'm really excited to see what happens on March 19th as more theaters in LA open up. Stats show that the LA theater numbers make a huge portion of the whole movie industry, so we'll want to see what happens there. As if the squeeze helps AMC, the narrative surrounding AMC stock is that it's been the beneficiary of a short squeeze. This narrative suggests that smart traders are buying AMC stock, forcing short sellers to cover their positions. This, in theory, only adds fuel to the fire. The problem is that narrative is flawed. At best, it has some truth. Options activity, which has been heavily weighted toward call options, is likely a factor. Short interest at the moment isn't even that high. Public data figures show that almost 20% of the float is sold short, but that data hasn't caught up to reality. As of March 11th, according to AMC's Form 10-K filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, AMC had 450 million shares outstanding. Even if some of those shares aren't available for trading, short interest is thus likely in the range of 13 to 14% of the float at most. That's not all that much. It's not enough to create a squeeze. Meanwhile, any trader short AMC stock at the beginning of the month had to plan for such a spike. They may have hedged with their own call options or at least made sure to keep enough dry powder to manage through a short-term rally. No trader of size wandered into AMC without a plan to counter any potential squeeze efforts. I'm thinking this is still volatile, but I wouldn't be surprised if AMC will hit $20 very soon, maybe in the next couple of weeks, you know? And I'm excited to see what happens this summer and if theaters bring about a full crowd. I'm very bullish on AMC and do think it has the fundamentals and true potential behind it. So if you're an AMC investor, I'm telling you guys, hold on. Let's see what happens this summer. I'm very, very positive about its future. I'm Scarlett from Miss Money. Thanks for watching, and let's invest and get rich together.